McDonald's. A name that resonates across continents, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries. Two words synonymous with fast food, convenience, and global domination. It's a brand that has become a staple in the daily lives of millions, offering a quick meal solution for busy families, travelers, and workers alike. With over 38,000 restaurants in 100 countries, McDonald's has woven itself into the fabric of global culture. From bustling cities to quiet towns, the Golden Arches are a beacon of familiarity. The Golden Arches are more recognizable than many national flags, a testament to the brand's pervasive presence and marketing prowess. They symbolize not just a place to eat, but a global phenomenon. But behind the familiar facade of Ronald McDonald and Happy Meals lies a corporation grappling with complex issues. The smiling clown and cheerful packaging mask a myriad of challenges. From labor disputes to environmental concerns, McDonald's has faced significant scrutiny. Workers have protested for better wages and working conditions, while activists have raised alarms about the company's environmental footprint. McDonald's story extends far beyond its carefully curated image. The environmental impact of its operations, from deforestation to waste management, has been a point of contention for years. This essay delves into the shadows cast by those iconic arches, shedding light on the less glamorous aspects of the fast food giant's operations. Exploring the controversies that have plagued the fast food giant for decades, we uncover the stories that often go untold in the mainstream narrative. We'll examine McDonald's impact on workers, the environment, and the legal system, providing a comprehensive look at the challenges and criticisms the company faces. Uncovering the stark contrast between the company's carefully cultivated public persona and the realities it seeks to downplay, we aim to present a balanced view of McDonald's, a global icon with a complex legacy. McDonald's, despite its global reach, often positions itself as a friend to the working class. However, the company's relationship with its own employees has been fraught with tension and controversy. From accusations of wage theft to allegations of union-busting tactics, McDonald's has been embroiled in numerous labor disputes across the globe. Workers have repeatedly taken to the streets, demanding fair wages, better working conditions, and the right to organize without retaliation. These protests highlight the disconnect between McDonald's carefully crafted image as a purveyor of affordable meals, and the realities faced by many of its low-wage employees struggling to make ends meet. McDonald's operates on a massive scale, and with that scale comes an equally massive environmental footprint. The company's reliance on industrial agriculture contributes to deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions, and water pollution. Its packaging, often laden with plastic, adds to the growing global waste crisis. While McDonald's has made some efforts to address its environmental impact, critics argue that these measures are often superficial and fail to address the systemic issues at the heart of its operations. The sheer volume of McDonald's global footprint continues to pose significant challenges to the planet's health. McDonald's has faced countless lawsuits throughout its history, ranging from allegations of food safety violations to claims of misleading advertising. The company's legal battles have played out in courtrooms around the world, often resulting in hefty settlements and further tarnishing its public image. One of the most high-profile cases involved the infamous McLibel trial in the UK, where two activists were sued for libel after distributing leaflets criticizing McDonald's practices. The case, which dragged on for years, became a symbol of corporate power and its ability to silence critics, even when the criticism raised valid concerns. Section 5, Happy Meals, Unhappy Truths, The McDisconnect. McDonald's has mastered the art of marketing, particularly to children. The Happy Meal, with its colorful toys and association with fun, is a prime example of the company's ability to create powerful emotional connections with its youngest consumers. However, critics argue that McDonald's marketing tactics contribute to unhealthy eating habits and target children with persuasive messaging that exploits their vulnerability. The juxtaposition of the Happy Meal's cheerful facade with the potential health consequences of a fast food-heavy diet underscores the complex ethical questions surrounding McDonald's marketing practices. Section 6. The Fight for 15, a McHistory. One of the most significant labor movements in recent history, the Fight for 15 campaign, has targeted McDonald's as a symbol of wage inequality in the fast food industry. This movement began in 2012 when fast food workers in New York City walked off the job to demand higher wages and better working conditions. Their call for a $15 minimum wage and the right to unionize without retaliation quickly resonated with low-wage workers across the country. Workers, often earning minimum wage and struggling to afford basic necessities, have demanded a $15 minimum wage and the right to unionize without retaliation. Many of these workers are adults with families to support, and the current wages are simply not enough to make ends meet. The fight for 15 has highlighted the stark reality of income inequality and the challenges faced by those in the fast food industry. The fight for 15 has gained significant traction, leading to policy changes and raising awareness about the plight of low-wage workers. Cities like Seattle and San Francisco have adopted $15 minimum wage laws, setting a precedent for other regions to follow. The movement has also sparked a broader conversation about the need for a living wage and the role of corporations in ensuring fair pay for their employees. McDonald's, despite initially resisting these demands, has been forced to adapt to the changing landscape, facing increasing pressure to improve wages and working conditions for its employees. In response to the growing movement, McDonald's announced wage increases for employees at company-owned stores and has taken steps to address some of the concerns raised by workers. However, the fight is far from over, as advocates continue to push for broader changes across the entire fast food industry. Section 7. McLibel, when silence speaks volumes. The McLibel case, a David and Goliath legal battle that spanned a decade, exposed the lengths to which McDonald's was willing to go to protect its image. This case was not just a simple lawsuit, it was a monumental clash between a global corporate giant and two ordinary individuals who dared to speak out. The courtroom became a battleground where the stakes were incredibly high, not just for the parties involved, but for the broader public as well. Two activists, Helen Steele and Dave Morris, distributed leaflets criticizing the company's environmental, labor, and animal welfare practices. Their actions were driven by a deep sense of social justice and a desire to inform the public about what they believed were unethical practices by McDonald's. They stood outside McDonald's restaurants, handing out leaflets that detailed their concerns, hoping to spark a conversation and bring about change. McDonald's sued for libel, seeking to silence its critics. The company aimed to use its vast resources to intimidate and suppress any negative publicity. The lawsuit was a strategic move to protect its brand and deter others from speaking out. However, this legal action would soon prove to be a double-edged sword. The trial, one of the longest in English history, became a media sensation, attracting international attention and highlighting the power dynamics between multinational corporations and individual activists. The courtroom was often packed with journalists, activists, and curious onlookers, all eager to witness the unfolding drama. The case was covered extensively by the media, turning it into a public spectacle and a symbol of the struggle between corporate power and individual rights. While McDonald's ultimately won a partial victory in court, the case backfired spectacularly, generating widespread negative publicity and solidifying the company's reputation as a bully willing to silence dissent. The public perception of McDonald's took a significant hit, as many saw the company's actions as an attempt to stifle free speech. The case became a landmark in the history of corporate accountability, demonstrating that even the most powerful corporations could be challenged by determined individuals. Section 8. Beyond the Golden Arches, a call for transparency. The controversies surrounding McDonald's highlight the need for greater transparency and accountability from multinational corporations. As consumers become increasingly aware of the social and environmental impact of their choices, companies like McDonald's face mounting pressure to address these concerns head-on. From fair labor practices to sustainable sourcing and responsible marketing, consumers are demanding more from the brands they support. McDonald's, if it wishes to maintain its global dominance, must move beyond superficial gestures and engage in meaningful change, aligning its actions with its carefully crafted image. Section 9. Can a corporation change its stripes? McDonald's faces a pivotal moment in its history. The controversies that have dogged the company for decades are not going away. In fact, they are intensifying as consumers demand greater accountability from the brands they support. The question remains, can a corporation as large and influential as McDonald's truly change its stripes? Can it address its labor issues, minimize its environmental footprint, and become a more responsible corporate citizen? Only time will tell if McDonald's is willing to embrace meaningful change, or if it will continue to prioritize profits over